Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. Alright, let's start the show.
Don't you know it's power in admitting when you're wrong? Don't you know it's power in saying I'm sorry or my bad or my fault? Don't you know it's power in just being silent? Sometimes that speaks the highest volume. But you always want to have a comeback. You always want to have a rebuttal because your ego got bruised because somebody called you out on something that you do wrong. And you want to come back and say, well, you do the same thing. Or what? Well, you ain't saying nothing to me. I'm saying something to you. So next time when I do that, you could say something to me. But right now we talking about you. Don't always have a comeback. Don't always feel like you're always right about a situation, because nobody is. There needs to be more sorries going around, more my bads going around, more my faults going around, or just keep quiet. Says everything. Love.
Grand Rising Kings, Queens, and the entire spectrum in between. It is your boy Kwame, joined by the handsome, the dreadful, Michelle Lowry.
Hi, everybody.
My big sister from another mister, Ramona Atkins, is in the building.
Hey, everybody.
What is going on, y'all? How y'all doing, beautiful people?
Good. How you?
I'm good. I actually missed you, Mona. I haven't seen you in a month or Sunday. I mean, I've seen you online, but I haven't seen you in a month or Sunday.
I am having technical difficulties over here.
Oh, can you hear us?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, you had your business, girl. She must got the same Wi-Fi that Kire got. You know, they're over there.
Oh, not the same Wi-Fi Kyrie got.
Right. How are you, Michelle? How you doing, kid?
I'm doing good. How are you, love?
I'm loving the beard. The beard is bearding right now.
You know, I trimmed it down just a tad and moisturized it. I'm trying to let it wolf back out, but not too much, because, you know, I wear a cap from time to time, and I don't want nobody to think I'm trade. So, you know, I try to balance it out sometimes.
Honey, I don't think anybody's going to think you
I don't want to do too much. But what you need to admit is that the first technical difficulties, Ramona, was really with Kwame. We've been waiting on y'all. We've been waiting on Kwame.
No. I was fine.
We've been waiting on Kwame.
You see how you? No, y'all like to play me. If you and I think Kyrie already probably told y'all something. You muted, Ramona. I think you're muted. Yeah, you muted yourself. Go ahead and hit that mute button. Can you hear us?
It's all Kwame's fault.
How is it my fault? I got nothing to do with her.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Doco. Hey, everybody.
Let's say hi to them, since you want to be brief.
Hey, Cupcakes.
Hey, Michelle. How you doing, Queen? So Defin's in the building. What's up, Raymond? How you doing? Cupcakes. I really like this new intro music. I twerk every time. Do you twerk, girl? You better twerk.
Not you twerk every time.
Twerk for Jesus. Yes. And then Cupcakes in the building, handling business. As always, best mod up in these YouTube streets. Dr. Hole is in the building too. Thank you for joining. Dr. Hole, how you doing? Hey, but you're ridiculous. Hey, Michelle. Michelle's amazingly gorgeous locks. Yes. Inspired to the building too. How you doing, Queen? Thank you for joining. Sister Ramona, welcome to Pyro Power Hour. I hope Kwame warned you. We ain't got no sex. No, they don't. And since Dr. Holt is in the building, Cupcake would like to say hello, Deacon, Dr. Professor, Apostle. Deacon, Dr. Professor, Apostle, Bishop, Pastor, Reverend.
We can't hear you, Ramona.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Ramona. Can you hear us? Yeah, she'll come back. One more time. Deacon, Doctor, Professor, Apostle, Bishop, Pastor, Reverend, Prophet, Overseer, Elder, Evangelist, Supervisor, Principal, Administrator, Mr. HBCU, try Jesus, not me, because I fight and throw tomatoes. Oh, my God. Okay, this is, you got it.
I fight and I throw tomatoes. Wow.
Wow. I need you to give me some breathing room, honey. Give me some breathing room in that time.
That was a lot, but really, I could have jetted right through that. I don't know what was wrong with you, but I mean, if you're constantly your throat.
Well, why don't you do it, girl? Why don't you do it, girl? Because you got a lot of throat stimulations.
A person like me that don't have the, don't do all the throat acrobatics that Kwame do, would read it like this. Deacon, Doctor, Professor, Apostle, Bishop, Pastor, Reverend, Prophet, Overseer, Elder, Evangelist, Supervisor, Principal, Administrator, Mr. HBCU, try Jesus not because I fight and throw tomatoes. Ho!
But you had to breathe, didn't you? I
had to breathe because it was a lot, not because I was cluttered up here. When you have a lot of accents up here,
there was no cluttering. There was no cluttering, honey. There was just breathing needed. Okay?
So there was a lot of cluttering you had right there.
You good now? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Praise God.
I don't know what just happened.
Don't worry about it since we get
Kwame.
Shut up. Turn your phone sideways. Turn your phone sideways so we can get your whole view, sis. You good?
Flip your phone.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to put it on my phone because for whatever reason, it's not working on my computer.
Who's this? Hey, Love Jones. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Chillo, everyone. I like that. Chillo. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some things here, y'all. If you are having trouble, there were some people that emailed me and were telling me, messaged me and told me that they were having issues with the YouTube notifications. If you are having trouble with those notifications, you can go ahead and text Blaze to 833-793-2423, and you'll get all the direct notifications from Pyro Media directly to your phone as a text message. Mobile carrier charges may apply. So if you don't have free unlimited services, you're gonna get charged for it. But we don't charge you for the service. Again, it's free for y'all. We love y'all. Praise God. Also, don't forget to check out Bullet and Flight Radio. Did you know that they're a 501c3 nonprofit? Yes, praise God. So that means when you donate to them, you'll get something back. Praise God at the end of the year. Go ahead and hit them up on Cash App at Bullet and Flight Radio, or you can hit them up on PayPal. PayPal.me/Bullet and Flight Pros. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you, Ramon, until you get your thing together. And you guys can go ahead and do that. Praise God. All right.
Praise God.
You good now, sis?
Huh?
You good now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to. I'm actually putting in my headphones.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower you down just a smidge on my end. Cool. There we go. All right, y'all. We got a lot going on today. Text Blaze. Yes, text Blaze. Shout out to Blaze Entertainment, the inaugural podcast that started it all. That started Pyro Media Network. So shout out to Blaze Entertainment. All right, memories. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Don't forget to go ahead and follow Pyro Media on all social media platforms at Pyro Media Network. And also, you can follow Kire and myself on all social media platforms. You can follow me on Kwame Speaks Official everywhere. That's TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of that jazz. And you can follow Kire on all social media platforms at Kire Sanaj, or on Instagram at its_Kire_again. Woo! It's a lot going on. Okay. And also, you can go ahead and make sure that you sign up for the exclusive gated community that is the Hotspot. That's right. Pyro Media has a Patreon, and we have new shows that is going to be exclusively on Patreon. So definitely check it out. It's going to be a hoot, y'all. And it's VIP access, y'all. And you have to be 18 and over in order for you to get in there. So that's behind the scenes stuff. That's exclusive interviews. That's the special gifts for VIPs that you guys will only get to you guys. So not just sponsor links, but also special sponsors that are going directly to you guys. So definitely check it out. And gifts. What do you call it? What do you call those things? Oh, content that are exclusive to you guys. And also, don't forget to subscribe to Pyro Media's YouTube if you haven't done so already, or you can subscribe to mine at Kwame Speaks Official, or Kyree's at Kyrie Sonaj Candy Conversations 5.
Kwame, is it true that on your hotspot, when people join your Patreon, is it true that there's a special price subscription to your fans only for certain people?
It was nice having Michaud on the show.
Is that not accurate?
No, it's not accurate. Actually, there's actual photos of your escapades, Michaud, right there on Patreon. Okay, so y'all go ahead and check it out.
Meet me at Piedmont Park.
Ah,
I gotta go back and ask Kire, what did a special price for people that subscribe?
What's going on, King? How you doing? Thank you for joining, King. Appreciate you. For $5, I better get more content of Bentley. Hell, you'll get more content of Bentley. You'll get exclusive content of Bentley. He'll have his own little show. Praise God.
Right. Bentley need his whole own show.
He does. Maybe you can host him. How about that, Michelle? Since you got a
I will. Y'all know Bentley likes to prance around back and forth trying to impress certain dogs.
He does.
But they say he gets it from his owner, so you know.
No, they say actually he gets it from that Jezebel spirit of Michaud Lowry. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Jezebel is insane. Not Jezebel. Too much.
That's what they say. But we want to shout out the best model for these YouTube streets. We love you, Cupcake. Thank you for everything that you do and keeping us informed.
Love you.
Right on the task. Praise God. And shout out to Bentley. Since we want to talk about Bentley and his ass. So what's going on, Bentley? And there was a fan video that was made, and I didn't get a chance to upload it on Monday, but I uploaded it today. Shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio for doing this cute little thing right here. Check it out. That's cute.
That is cute. He looked like you probably was fussing at him. I would hate to call the ASPCA on you. I would hate to have to call the ASPCA.
What is this? What is this vibe? What is this vibe? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? The train not show up?
First of all, she don't mess with Trey.
Oh, she don't.
She don't.
She don't.
Anything that I did yesterday is my business.
So we're doing that.
Trying to rush through Bentley's little segment.
We have that Kojic spirit on today, that lion Kojic spirit. Okay, I see what's going on. You don't the train. Okay, we got
Baby, you better padlock your doors after you said that. You better padlock your doors. I don't want no mess with them people. I ain't say that. I just want to know why when we get to Bentley, we got to rush. Why we got to rush through Bentley? What's wrong with Bentley?
Nothing's wrong with Bentley. Bentley's fine. It's his aggressive uncle on today that is the problem.
Because the people love Bentley. They want Bentley.
Okay, now I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Okay, I'm so sorry. We having technical difficulties over here, but we are here and we are back.
I know that's right. You're good, sis. Don't even stress about it. You all good.
Right.
All right, y'all. Look, we got some breaking news. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Hey, Michaela, what's going on, little sis? We love you, sis. Thank you for joining. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit that like button for us. Share if you haven't done so already, because it does help the algorithm. Even if you share it onto your own little YouTube page, do us a favor and do that. And subscribe if you haven't done so. Praise God.
Subscribe.
All right, y'all. We got some breaking news. Let's check it out on here. All right, y'all. So it looks like Danilo, what's his name? Danilo
Cavalcante.
Thank you. Danilo Cavalcante was captured this morning. So take a look.
Yeah, take a look.
I want to get to some breaking news right now. Pennsylvania State Police say escaped murderer Danilo Cavalcante has been captured.
Yeah, we're actually expecting CBS News to take a special report any moment now. But let's have Julissa catch us up on what happened in the overnight hours. Good morning.
And good morning to you. Yeah, we're waiting for that special report, so we'll be standing by here. But in the meantime, State Police did announce that Cavalcante's capture. They announced that on Twitter, and they're going to be holding a news conference in just a few moments where we hope to learn more details about that capture. But Heavily armed police descended on the South Coventry Township area, closing roads, telling residents to lock their doors. Cavalcante escaped the Chester County Jail on August 31st. That's nearly 2 weeks ago, while awaiting transfer to a state prison to serve a life sentence for fatally stabbing an ex-girlfriend in 2021. The capture, again announced as the manhunt in rural southeastern Pennsylvania, entered its 14th day. Law enforcement officers, they had searched for this fugitive through a night of downpours and rolling thunder. Residents in the 8 to 10 square mile area of woods and farmland, they had been locked down at home. Classes were canceled at local schools, and police closed roads, searching vehicles at roadblocks. We're just learning, too, that they actually use thermal imaging to help direct those on the ground to actually find Cavalcante as well. These are, again, pictures of them escorting him into that black armored vehicle. They then transferred him. And like I said, we are awaiting a press conference momentarily to learn more. We do have live pictures of that. Again, so we hope to learn more about the details of that capture that happened just in the last couple of hours. And we'll bring that to you again. We're also waiting.
You're muted, Kwame.
My bad. Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Mona, thoughts? What are your thoughts on this?
I'm glad they caught him.
Mhm.
I was a little skeptical just watching them yesterday,
Mhm.
especially when they said that he was at his friend's house and that's how they got him on the Ring camera.
Right.
But they weren't searching in that area. So that made me kind of pause, like, well, why wouldn't you be searching where he was? But I'm glad they caught him. I mean, at this point, he had already stole a gun. So before he can injure somebody, I'm glad they got him.
Right. I'm glad they got him before he did to somebody else. It just baffles me. And I mean, there are some instances where people actually escape. But I do believe sometimes people are let go to just test and mess up because that's how evil they are. I just have a hard time believing you are right there and you didn't do no further investigation. It reminds me back home in North Carolina where we had a similar incident, and it's like, but you swear you checked this space thoroughly many times. There's no way. I don't believe they do that. I believe because it is embedded in them to be evil, I believe they intentionally sometimes let people go and intentionally not capture people right away. I don't think that this was an instance of, now he appeared. No, I just don't believe that. I mean, some instances it is, but in this instance, I don't believe that. That's just my opinion.
No, I hear that, and I mean, I pray that that's not the case. But I don't put anything past this government or country. So there's that. But let's see what the people say. He's locked up, and they won't let him out. It's about time. I thought he was going to truly be free. That's what I thought. So I thought so too. This was near my neighborhood where he escaped to. What? Thank God you were kept safe. Hey, Mom.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yes. And just as a reminder, you guys, Kire is off on Wednesdays due to his college schedule. Shout out to him going back to school and taking the lead.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. So we have Michelle filling in and Ramona coming in as well. So we thank you for both of you for taking the time out to be a part of Pyro Power Hour. And Team Pyro. Shout out to y'all. All right, and then Michaela says he going straight to Max, and he ain't laying around since going with this stick. He's not gonna see a lot of day. Not for a while. No.
But this is the crazy part. They said it at some point. He was in another country, and he has charges in another country. So I also feel like he's not no dummy. Like, he's smart, because how you get out of that country to get to here, and you got murder charges somewhere else.
Yeah.
But Ramona, I honestly feel like personally, there are some instances where you can do a lot of fraudulent things to get away with things. But because of the history of this country in many different aspects, I believe this was literally a pass-through ordeal. There's no way you done got from country to country, state to state, city to city, and you just jetted right on through. And then y'all telling yourself, we've thoroughly searched. No, you
right.
Didn't. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You captured him when you wanted to capture him. I guess he wasn't harming people fast enough. They do that.
And wasting taxpayers' monies for real, because he been gone, 11, 12 days now? 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Almost.
He got out the 31st, August 31st. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's back. So we thank God that nobody was hurt, harmed, or injured in this in his escape. And yeah, so we'll see how things go. And see if he stays there. But I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna see. He's not gonna be in Gen Pop. I just don't see it. We have more breaking news. As you guys know, wait, do we have more breaking news? No, we do not. Okay, just want to make sure. Wait, do we? What is this? Oh no! That was from Monday. Okay, we're good. No more breaking news. All right, we do have Black Excellence though. Black Excellence is happening on today, and we want to give a shout out to none other than Antonio McBroom. And Antonio McBroom is leading by example in hopes of encouraging people who can see him in action as he breaks barriers. The business owner started his career with the beloved ice cream company as a regular employee during his freshman year of college due to his love for ice cream. According to the Post on the University of North Carolina's community relations. Now, he is being recognized because he now owns, I believe, 8 locations of Ben & Jerry's.
Nice.
The franchises. Yeah, so he is now one of the I think he is the majority franchise owner of Ben & Jerry's, which is really, really dope as a Black man. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Mr. Moorhead said it best himself. You know, there's no greater gift you can give to society than to invest in those who've been endowed with the capacity for leadership. That's what I emulate in the work that I do. So I grew up down in Goldston, North Carolina, rural Chatham County, small, no stoplight town. And around my senior year, my mother informed me early on that she wasn't going to be prepared to help me out with college. She'd been diagnosed with a disease called lupus, and it was really taking a toll on her health and taking a toll on our family's finances. And so I applied to the Moorhead and called up to my guidance counselor's office. And she said, "Antonio, I've got the best news that I can deliver to you." And she showed me the letter from the Moorhead, and it was a life-changing event.
Darling.
Oh, how's your day? When I got the scholarship, my mom being a lifelong educator, she said there's no choice but to take the scholarship because the Moorhead is a dream come true. I think for her it was more than a scholarship. It was someone's going to really invest in my son's development. Somebody's really invested in my son's future. Having that experience coming in and moving in at UNC, while there was a little bit of anxiousness, it was that I'm ready anxiousness. I was on Franklin Street, walking down Franklin Street, and I saw this now hiring sign on this Ben & Jerry's ice cream shop. I went in and asked about the job, gave me an application to fill out the application. They said, you know, if you get hired, not only do you get paid, and you get some tips too, but you also get a free milkshake every shift that you work. And I was like, that made me fill out the application extra carefully. Having the Moorhead to support me in college, I was able to finish up with no student debt. Well, that became really, really, really important as I started looking at being an entrepreneur and purchasing my first business.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you, Kevin. Pleasure. Yes, sir. I actually approached the owner of the Ben & Jerry's franchise that I've been working for throughout college and expressed my interest in becoming the youngest owner-operator of Ben & Jerry's in history. Just 2 days before graduation, my senior year, I signed a purchase agreement and became the franchisee of the Chapel Hill Ben & Jerry's Scoop Shop. Through purchasing that first business, it gave me the bandwidth to not only start to change the financial future of my current family, but even my extended family and my community. I consider myself a developer of all things, people being number one, Ben & Jerry's franchises being number two, and then real estate in general. we are a family, and it's really important as this Tar Heel family that we continue to be vested partners in that journey. UNC has done so much for me personally. I only want to create this opportunity for others in the future.
So congratulations to you, Antonio McBroom.
Yes. Not too much. He likes them cooked. I'm sorry to inform you. He likes them cooked.
How do you know, girl?
That's my business. We don't have
Oh, okay.
my business.
Anywho,
Congratulations, Antonio.
Congratulations to you, Antonio. You really are a shining beacon for those who are, don't give up, and just do the damn thing. So I'm proud of you as a fellow king. I'm proud of you as a member of this community, and we just want to hold you up and lift you up and just praise you for the hard work. And you're making your mama proud. You're making everybody proud. We are so proud. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yes. I love Black X.
Yes.
So, and shout out to Kire for bringing us his story. All right. So that was I didn't even know about him until you brought it up today. So shout out to Kire for that. All right, y'all. That was Black Excellence.
I love it.
Let's get into what's happening today. That's right. Cupcake and Dr. Holt's favorite time of the day, y'all. One of y'all favorite segments. All right. So today is National Peanut Day. There's a very funny bit in the Marx Brothers classic film, Duck Soup, where Chico runs a peanut stand. We don't give it away here, but it's something to watch on National Peanut Day, an annual event that rolls around every September 13th. It's incredible that such a small ground nut has everybody talking about it. Peanuts, which are grown underground, have a long history originating in South America over 3,500 years ago. Eaten alone or mixed with butter, peanuts are used in virtually everything, including soups and ice cream. Don't even get us started on PB&J sandwiches. This National Peanut Day, grab a handful of salted or not and savor the flavor of our national goober. You like nuts, right, Michelle? I'm sure this is one of your favorite days.
I do. I love all kinds of nuts, pistachios, cashews, pecans, all kinds of nuts. But my favorite is the peanut oil that they use in Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Okay.
But when you mentioned salted or unsalted, I hope y'all get them salted, because to have bland nuts, I don't understand.
Oh,
but
well, you seem to be a connoisseur of nuts, so I just want to make sure that we're leaving it to the experts.
You know what?
Yeah, don't nobody want no bland nuts.
Yeah, don't nobody want no bland nuts. But you know what, Ramona, he's trying to be very cute right now. But I'm not going to allow him to take me there today. The Pyromaniacs, y'all got me last week, but you're not going to get me today. You trying to be real cute, but that's all right.
It's all
that's
right.
all right.
It's all right. I just want to make sure we're celebrating you on your day, girl. It's National Peanut Day.
That's my day. My day would be Peanut Day, Kwame.
Get your nuts, girl. Get your nuts. Do they recognize George Washington Carver for his work with the peanut? I bet you they don't, Dr. Hall, if we want to get rickrolled. But you better be educated up in these streets. Don't nobody care about peanuts enough to give them a stupid day.
Listen, Cupcakes, they give everything a day. Like, oh my God.
Everything is a day, child.
They really, wasn't Grandparents' Day like Monday?
Sunday, I think.
So.
Okay.
Cupcakes, that's all we are going to recognize the day for. Right. George Washington Carver, for sure. Michelle Holly says, don't call me it's talking spicy today. I'm going to my room. Oh, I'm talking spicy.
Michelle, me too, because he is coming at me so hard, and I don't understand why. As innocent and pure as I am, I've got on with no violence. I got on in good spirits. I don't understand why I'm being attacked in reference to not too much on that Donald Trump here. I don't understand why I'm being attacked.
Okay, girl.
Not too much on that bun, but all right.
And not you said you coming on nonviolent.
Listen, nonviolent, just coming on here, just holy. And I don't understand why I'm being attacked due to Peanut Day. But okay, Kwame.
All right, so let's get to the birthdays of the day. You know I love you, Michelle.
I bet you do.
You guys remember it's still Virgo season, so shout out to all of the Virgos out there. It's still Virgo season. Do we know when it's gonna end? Do we know when?
Listen, I feel like it has been so long.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm a Virgo. Don't do that.
Oh, you are a Virgo?
What day?
Don't do that.
What day?
On Beyonce's internet, my birthday twin, Beyonce, September 4th.
No. I'm not disrespecting the queen. Okay, I'm not disrespecting you either, my queen. Okay,
I believe we can end Virgo season like September 10th. Then I mean, it feels like it's so long.
It just feels like Virgo season for some reason it's just the longest season, and I don't know. Is it me? And don't get me wrong, Virgo is my Earth sign sibling, so I get it. Earth sign's up all day, but Virgo season just feels extra long.
It does. It really does.
That's because we celebrate like this our first birthday ever, the whole time.
That's probably true. All right. Well, speaking of famous Virgos, we want to shout out none other than Iyanla Van Zandt. Shout out to you, Queen.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday to you.
My sister in my head.
Iyanla Van Zandt, born Rhonda Eva Harris, is an American inspirational speaker, lawyer, New Thought spiritual teacher, author, life coach, and television personality. She is known primarily for her books, her talk show, and her appearances on the Oprah Winfrey Show. She can currently be seen on television as the host of Iyanla Fix My Life on OWN on the Oprah Winfrey Network. So shout out to you, Queen, and all that you do.
Amazing.
Thank you for all that you've done for the culture, Queen.
I love the picture of her.
We also want to shout. I didn't know. Usually we have one main person, but I could not give this person another. Usually we do one main person and honorable mentionables, but I had to put these two in the same category. Tyler Perry, happy birthday to you, sir. Tyler Perry was born Emmett Perry Jr. is an American actor, playwright, filmmaker, and comedian. In 2011, Forbes listed him as the highest paid man in entertainment, earning $130 million between May 2010 and May 2011. Perry created and performs the Medea character, a tough elderly Black woman. Perry's films vary in. Somebody white wrote this. A tough elderly Black woman. Perry's films vary in the style from orthodox filmmaking techniques to filmed productions of live stage plays. Perry is estimated to have earned around $75 million by 2008. Many of Perry's stage play films have been subsequently adapted as films. So shout out to you, Tyler Perry, and happy birthday to you, King. Woo! All right, honorable mention. I'm sorry?
Did you say happy birthday?
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Mabel. We love you. He's amazing. He really is. I heard he don't like to pay people, but he's amazing.
You better stop. You got the right.
I mean, I'm just saying, that's what they say here in Atlanta. I don't know. I just heard he don't like to pay people, but he is amazing. Uncomparable.
Okay. And we want to wish a happy, we want to shout out these honorable mentions. We have a lot to go through, so I'm going to go really quickly. Shout out to Switz Beats. Happy birthday to you. Kasim Dean, a.k.a. Switz Beats, is an American hip-hop recording artist, DJ, record producer, art collector, and entrepreneur from New York City. Born and raised in the Bronx. So shout out to you, Switz Beats. Isaiah Whitlock Jr. Isaiah Whitlock Jr. is an American actor. He is best known for his role as corrupt state senator Clay Davis on the HBO television series The Wire. Shout out to you and happy birthday to you, sir. And happy birthday goes to Michael Johnson. Michael Dwayne Johnson is a retired American sprinter who won 4 Olympic gold medals and 8 World Championships gold medals in the span of his career. He formerly held the world and Olympic records in the 200 meter and 400 meter, as well as the world record in the indoor 400 meter. He also once held the world's best time in the 300 meter. Johnson is generally considered one of the greatest and most consistent sprinters in the history of track and field. Happy birthday to you, Michael Johnson. And we want to wish a happy heavenly birthday to none other than Nell Carter. She was born on September 13th, 1948, and she passed away in transition in January 23rd, 2003. Her birthplace was in Beverly Hills, and she was an American singer and actress. Nell Ruth Hardy, beginning her career in 1970, Carter started in theater, singing, and later crossed over to television. Carter was perhaps best known for her role as Nell Harper on the NBC sitcom Gimme a Break, which originally aired from 1981 to 1987. Carter received 2 Emmy and 2 Golden Globe Award nominations for his work on the series. Prior to Gimme a Break, Carter won a Tony Award for Best Performance by a Featured Actress in a musical in 1978 for her performance in the Broadway musical Ain't Misbehaving, as well as a Primetime Emmy Award for her reprisal of the role on television in 1982. My God, you better do Black History, Queen.
I love her. I loved her. Give me a break. I had to watch it every week. I love her.
And shout out to we also we wish you a happy heavenly birthday, Nell Carter, and we also want to wish another queen a happy heavenly birthday, and this goes to Joni Sledge, who was born on September 13th, 1956, and she transitioned on March 10th. In 2017, born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Joan Elise Sledge was an American singer, songwriter, actress, and producer. Sledge was best known as a founding member of the American family vocal group Sister Sledge, who were best known for their hits during the mid-1970s through the mid-1990s, most notably 1979's which We Are Family and He's the Greatest Dancer. Sledge passed away from natural causes on March 10th, 2017 at the age of 60. Bless you, Queen, and thank you for all that you've done for the culture. And we want to wish a happy birthday to everybody that was born on September 13th on today. Happy birthday to all of you Virgos. We appreciate all that you have done. Whew! That was a lot.
Ooh, baby, yes. Happy birthday to us. I turned 54.
Yes! Come on, Queen! 54 years
That's
young.
amazing. You look amazing. You look amazing.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I turned 54. Happy to see you.
Actually, I have, Queen. I have. I may not have been born when it originally aired, but I've watched it.
You wasn't born when it originally aired, Kwame?
So it was nice having Michelle on the show. We're going to just continue with Raggedy. Just raggedy. Hey, Tony, how you doing, King? Tyler Perry put a lot of black people to work. Yes, he did.
He does. He put them to work. He just don't like to pay them.
Will you stop it? You are so mean.
And thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Fun fact, my uncle actually briefly dated her. So, what? But that was before I was born, but I saw a picture.
Amazing. Dr. Ho, you got to show us those pictures, please.
Yes. Send it to us and I'll put it in Patreon.
Yes.
Hey, Alex, how you doing? Thank you for joining.
Send it to me. I'll put it in the Patreon.
Yeah, you put it in Patreon, honey. All right, y'all, we have a quick viral moment. So y'all know I am heavily on TikTok. That is my main platform. Shout out to the over 15,000 people that are following me, and also shout out to, I think Kire is up to almost 20,000 now. Shout out to Kire for his following. But we are one of my mutuals. I just love her. I really do. We don't agree religiously, but on a lot of topics. But I believe she is just a force to be reckoned with on TikTok. Her name is Jasmine Gardens. So definitely shout out to her. But this took me out last night. Y'all have to watch. Check it out.
What would each zodiac sign be? Scandal edition. This fool right here. Listen, I'm not talking about Tony Goldwyn. We're talking about Fitzgerald Grant III, the asshole. This was an Aries man. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with y'all. He bitched and he whined every time he couldn't get what he wanted. Aries. A Libra, because you just lied all the motherfucking time pretending that you wanted to wear a white hat and promote balance and peace. Girl, fuck you. Abby was a Leo. The way they always want the spotlight, and she secretly pretended like she didn't really want to be in these different positions, but she secretly loved being in these positions. This is a Leo. Virgo. Do I need to say anything? A Virgo. A Virgo. Melly Grant was that girl, and that girl was a Taurus, especially after she lost Jerry. A Taurus. Cyrus Rutherford Bean. This is the bitchiest, and I mean the bitchiest Gemini I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. David, there were so many seasons. I just wanted you to sit down and shut the fuck up. We know you're an Aquarius. You got to prove that you're smart to everybody. You're the only true white hat. You're a humanitarian, but it was always to your own demise. But Pope was obviously a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. The man got good taste in wine. He had the best monologues on the show, and he was scheming on bitches 20 years before they were born. It's a Capricorn.
I mean, I see no lies told here. I see no lies told.
I mean, Cancers were left out because they're the best.
Well, no, Cancers were left out because she did a part 2.
Oh, she did a part 2.
Yeah.
She did a part 2.
She did. I just wanted to show the most important part, which was Papa Pope, because he was one of my favorite characters on. Not
most important part, not too much, because Cancers are the best, but she must have kept it cute, so it wasn't worth it. That's supposed to be what it was. It wasn't worth it. She must have kept it cute.
Okay, I'll make sure I play it on Tuesday. Oh, no, on Tuesday.
She is unmatched, though. I love her. She is hilarious.
Read, honey.
Yeah.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can. You gonna pick up your face. It's like she sliced you, but you had to walk away to hear your blood dripping.
Yes.
Yes.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yes.
Capo's and Capricorn. She's just everything. I just love her. She is the best.
She's amazing.
Y'all go ahead and follow Jasmine Gardens on TikTok. She is the best.
Yeah.
That's no lie. So she says, I'm a Cancer and we are the closest to heaven. Okay, girl.
Am.
Okay. She makes
the
me
closest to heaven.
Yes, Love Jones. I definitely want to. When I saw that, I was like, I think I want to do a rewatch of Scandal. Not so much on the Aquarius. I mean, like I said, I didn't see any lies told, Dr. Holt.
I'm just saying, the Virgo part, she ain't had to keep, emphasizing a Virgo. She ain't had to do that to me.
No, but she was actually giving a compliment to Virgos.
I know, but it was just like, oh.
Why may lie?
I do believe that they were very kind of accurate.
It was absolutely accurate. There was no lies told. She goes, not too much.
Not too much.
I'm just saying. Anywho, we want to go ahead and do a quick Pyro Media mentionables. Shout out to Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. They are now on TuneIn. That means you can go ahead and download directly to Alexa. Alexa, cancel. Sorry, but you can download it to her. So that means you can download Bullet in Flight Radio directly to the Alexa's app. Yeah, that's what you do. We're gonna say that. Alexa, cancel. She over here she lighting up. I wasn't talking to you, girl. Let me see. Can I turn this off? Can I stop it?
Yes, child. Just unplug her all the way. Just take her out.
I'm not gonna unplug her. I think there's a way I can mute it. Can I? Yeah, there we go. All right. Alexa. Okay, good. Perfect. Yeah. So now you can get on the Alexa app. That means that Bullet in Flight Radio is now a part of all of these amazing content that you can get on TuneIn. And they have a reach of over 75 million people, active listeners as of 2000. That was January 19, 2022. So they probably have more now. So shout out to Bullet in Flight Radio and Pyro Media Network. So that means that the shows that air on Bullet in Flight Radio from Pyro Media Network are going to be on there as well. So we have a reach of that as well. Alexa is the best mod in these YouTube shows.
Look, Alexa had you thinking somebody, the call is coming from inside the house. Like, Alexa had you freaked out.
I don't like Alexa at all.
Okay. We also want to shout out Alexa Noir.
Not much.
Make sure you guys head over to Alexa Noir Candle Co. For all of your self-care needs, specifically for your candles and your bath care and bath and body products. Head over there. We got some new products happening and showing every week, and we're about to do a fall drop. So make sure you get over.
Yes.
Add yourself to the Candle Collective, so that way, in the mailing list, so that way you can go ahead and find out first when all of that will drop.
Come on with the advertisement.
Okay.
I love it.
Look here, we are burning. We are burning as we speak.
Yes.
I love it.
So that looks like a Lux Collection candle. What scent is that?
Which one is this? This. Because I just got two, y'all, and for the record, this is my second order. This is my second order, so I'm going to tell y'all now. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick plug, okay? So, y'all, this is my second order, because I had to relocate to a different state, so I had to order it after I got here. But when I tell you that this candle lasts, you know how some candles might burn too fast or they don't stay lit. When I tell you this thing not only stays lit, it burns for a long time. It smells amazing. It has the room that I am in smelling amazing. And I couldn't wait to order some more. So, and I just got to, and look, when I say I'm a plug, it come pretty. Y'all don't see it.
Ain't
It
that
comes
pretty?
very pretty.
Bless
It
you.
comes.
Oh, I love it.
So please know and understand, y'all. When I say I got two, like this time, because I only ordered one the first time, I got two, so I don't run out. So
and you guys, she bought a what she just showed was a 4-ounce candle, so that's a little smaller. So if you want to test out a candle, you can buy the smaller versions.
You ain't look here. You ain't saying nothing but a word, and I got the bigger one too.
And she got the bigger one.
Right.
Love it.
Love it. Thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate y'all. yes. And I have some orders I gotta send out this way. She said, "All right, Vanna White, come on, Vanna Black up in the building, right?" Yes.
Already.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a quick commercial break and then we're gonna get into the rundown. We have a lot of stuff to cover today. It's a lot, but make sure that you guys hit up that text message. Text Blaze to 833-793-2423, and we'll be right back after this commercial break. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
In a world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together, there's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers from all walks of life. Bullet and Flight Radio, where believers unite, boundaries break, and love triumphs. Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
By popular demand. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so. If you're just tuning in, and don't forget to hit that text message button right there by texting Blaze to 833-793-2423, so you can get direct notifications from Pyro Media Network when we go live or when we upload. So thank you so much for all that you do. And shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio. Don't forget that Bullet and Flight Radio is a 501c3 nonprofit, and you can go ahead and get your tax returns back. You know, take a little something back on the tax return. Bullet and Flight Radio for Cash App or PayPal.me/Bullet and Flight Pros, as in productions, for PayPal if you want to go ahead and donate to them there. Shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio, one of our main sponsors. We love you, and our sister radio station. All right, y'all. Dominic voice trying to test me. Oh my God. Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to Michaud with Moments with Michaud. Thank you, Cupcake. See, this is why she's the best out of these YouTube streets.
Cupcakes is just the best. I don't know. She's just amazing. She's such a love bubble.
You just can't get any better than Cupcake. I'm just saying.
You can't. You really can't. That's honest.
Shut up. Best mod up in these YouTube screens.
Best mod.
Make sure you guys hit up Michaud, Moments with Michaud, and subscribe to, because he be dropping the nuggets. All right,
be dropping some nuggets for y'all.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the rundown. We have a lot to talk about. First up on the news, just weeks after it's just a lot. The CDC is talking about updating the COVID-19 vaccine, and they're encouraging everyone to go ahead and get one themselves. Take a look.
Because we do have some breaking news from the CDC. Angelica Peebles has the details. Hi, Angelica.
Right, Morgan. Advisors to the CDC recommend everyone 6 months and older should receive a new COVID vaccine this fall. Panelists voted 13-1 in favor of the broad guideline to encourage as many Americans as possible to get the new shot. Once the CDC director signs off, boosters from Pfizer and Moderna should be available across the country within a matter of days. Back to you, Morgan.
All right, Angelica, welcome to the show. Welcome to the network. It's great to have you on. In terms of this new booster, is there actually going to be demand for it?
That's the big question. Last year, only 17% of Americans got the new booster. This year, we might see some more interest. The CDC today showed some poll results that about 40% of American adults are interested. They definitely plan to get it, or they're thinking about getting it. So we might see some more interest, but we'll just have to see.
I'm over this.
Right.
I'm really sorry, y'all. I'm really over this, but I also am a firm believer in making sure that we protect ourselves. So, what are your thoughts on this, Mona?
At the rate they're going, we're going to be having ears growing from our forehead. The answer is no. And just because in the fashion of it all, because I have a situation where that vaccine did not work well. Unfortunately, my mother ended up having many strokes behind hers. They can't get me to get no more. So the 2 that I took, I am not, no. And at this point, they can shoot themselves with it and let them be the lab rats. I'm done.
Michelle?
Yeah, the lab rat term is definitely an understatement. At this point, I really do feel like we're pretty much like guinea pigs. I'm not going to say that I won't take it. I will say I'm going to watch like I did before, like how I respond to everybody else and then make my own decision. I do have a friend that is close to my family, so a close friend of the family, that took the vaccine before and was hospitalized for 4 days. So, I mean, it responds to other people differently. I'm not opposed to it, but I will say I'm going to wait for all y'all to take it. I'm going to give it about, a couple weeks to a month, see how y'all respond, and then I'll make my decision. Just better safe than sorry. I mean, ain't no need in all of us having ears growing out our forehead at one time. Y'all
okay, I just feel like I'm going to have an ear right here.
Y'all hilarious. Now, when they come out with it, of course, I'm gonna keep myself protected and make sure, I have taken the vaccine. I've kept up with my boosters and stuff like that,
right.
Because I just, just because of the field that I'm in and the what I do. But I have to say the reason why I'm sick of this is not necessarily because they come up with new vaccines and new boosters for all types of things, right? The flu, the cold, like different things or whatever. So that's not my issue. My issue is that this just seems to be exhausting, right? And what's exhausting about it is that people like us who are responsible and who give a damn about the collective as a whole do what we have to do, wear masks, social distance, do what we need to do to kind of protect each other, wash our hands and stuff like that. But then you have others, okay, that can say, well, it's fine, everything's fine, and they just walk around like everything's all nilly-willy and then get sick and then wonder why we are getting sick. So,
and let's just be real, the cases they're climbing. You have your little certain surge areas, and then you have people like me that when I went to Atlanta Pride, Black Gay Pride here, you're just happy to be out, happy to see people. Kwame, you're not thinking, you're hugging, you're carrying on. And luckily, I tested negative. But for about 2 days, I felt bad. And I was like, why am I not thinking? I'm out here hugging, talking to folk, laughing, giggling. We all packed around. And it's like, yo, cases are back up. Yep. And ain't nobody got on no mask. Ain't nobody got on no gloves. Ain't nobody, just nothing. And so, you really do have to protect yourself because you cannot underestimate COVID. Listen, that thing will wipe you. You just never know how it's going to respond to you. So you can't underestimate it. So I'm back on that.
Quarter of the population.
Okay, I'm having an audio issue. I'll be right back.
No worries, you're good. It took out a quarter of the world's population. So yes, it's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game.
Y'all stay, put on your mask, child.
And it's kind of like when with STDs, you go out there and you nobody's saying that you can't have fun and live life and do what you need to do and engage in things or whatever. But just be protected, protect yourself. You got to be responsible for your health. Dr. Otakhan, I just wiped my office down when these people left. I know that's right.
Right, I don't blame you.
That's right.
I promise you, I don't blame you.
All right, well, we have a news update. It's kind of breaking news because it actually happened yesterday or last night rather, but I felt like it's a news day. If you guys remember, Kire and I have been covering the Tyre Nichols case, and we talked about that a couple of months ago, back in January when it was first reported. But new details have surfaced in the ongoing case surrounding the untimely death of Tyre Nichols. As previously reported in January, news broke that Tyre Nichols was brutally beaten by 5 Memphis police officers. The 29-year-old was eventually taken to the hospital in severe condition. However, he ultimately passed away a few days after the attack. The officers involved have been federally charged and indicted as of yesterday. Take a look.
Now to that breaking news. The Justice Department has just indicted 5 former Memphis police officers in the death of Tyre Nichols earlier this year. Joining us now is Ken Delaney. And Ken, we should remind people exactly which case this is. A young man who was in a police stop. He was pursued by police. He was beaten. Ultimately, the cause of death was determined to be blunt force trauma to the head. Tell us more and what's in this indictment.
That's right, Chris. This is one of the most horrific police beatings anyone has ever seen, and a lot of it was on video that was released to the public. Tyre Nichols was a FedEx driver on his way home from work, stopped by the police in what was later determined to be an unfounded traffic stop. He fled on foot and was chased down and savagely beaten. And 5 officers have been charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and other charges, and they are in custody now and fired from the police force in Tennessee. But what this is today is a federal indictment on top of that, accusing them of civil rights charges, deprivation of rights under color of law, and related charges by the federal government in kind of a symbolic message that the Department of Justice will take on these cases, even though, it seems pretty clear these guys are never going to get out of prison on the state charges. The federal case also important to show that the government will take action against police officers depriving citizens of their rights, in this case, taking a life, Chris.
So, what are your thoughts on this, Mona?
So it bothers me on so many levels. And I've seen that, that they are being also, charged. And so many stories came out that it doesn't make sense to me in certain aspects, because y'all stood by and helped this man. And I don't know what made y'all think that y'all were going to walk away with this. And then you do this. Let me put it this way. I feel like it's a overexertion of your power. Being a police officer, you got a lot of courage in what you hold. You got a lot of courage behind that badge, not thinking that you are hurting a man that is a father. He had children, he has a family, but your anger allowed you to do this to another man, knowing what we deal with cops. This whole situation, it breaks my heart. When it all happened, I cried because I felt for his family. I feel for those cops' families, because the families didn't have anything to do with you doing what you did, but nobody wins here. Like, everybody loses. Everybody loses. This whole situation just burns my gills. But in my eyes, everybody loses.
Michelle?
I mean, it's aggravating because, one, we're talking about us here. These people look like us. And what aggravates me is the fact that you already know how they feel about us. So if you thought you were going to get away or a slap on the wrist or, hit in like they get when they do this to us, no, you're not, because you're still one of us. No matter how much authority you have in a workplace or in any environment, you're still one of us. So it frustrates me that they see these things are being done to us, but then you turn around and you do it to us. And this is why I tell people, you have to watch how you handle people, because all skin folk are not kinfolk. And this situation goes to show you that. And the fact that y'all thought it was okay, it's like you say, nobody wins. it just frustrates me that this was even at the place to happen. You're used to seeing it with them and then us. But to see us do it to us, yeah, that's a whole nother level of difference. And it makes you feel like, yeah, their families don't have nothing to do with it. And it really just puts you in a place where it's like, you know, you want people to back the blue, and you know, you want to say that there's all cops are not bad, and we get that, but it does make me still look at you sideways because you're one of us and this is what you did to us. So
Right.
yeah, I do have to look at you different, and you don't have to beat anybody. You don't have to use your gun. You don't got to use a taser. We're talking about 5-on-1. Okay, so yeah, I look at y'all differently. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, so I tell everybody, be safe. Don't be doing nothing stupid to even get pulled over, to get stopped. Just don't, because you don't know what they're liable to do. You just don't.
And you
People are
know,
crazy.
this gives me that. You know how some kids got teased or when they were younger, and then when they get older, they get jobs like cops, and then they feel, you know, like I'm the man or I'm the woman. And this, from day one, I heard it. I was like, it's more to this story than he just ran.
Yeah.
We won't hear it from him, but there's more to the story of he just ran. And then the people of Memphis was, you know, the streets was talking, and the streets allegedly said a whole lot of things, such as that he was dating one of their girlfriends or ex-wives or something to that effect. And she's never come forward, or nothing came forward of it, but there was a lot of talk on the streets about this, and it's a disheartening thing that for us, you go into these spaces hopefully making a change or wanting to make a change in this space, and for you to be no different than the supremacy that we're under.
Yeah,
You really stepped into that line to where you are a supremacist and you was working for them and you did it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're
It's
literally
sad.
on autopilot.
Yeah. It's sad. It's really, really heartbreaking, Kwame. It really is.
It is.
Yeah. I have to agree with Tony Ross on this. I hope they never see the light of day. Because at the end of the day, you know, I understand reform. I understand that they're one of us or whatever. But like you said, all skin folk and kinfolk. And I don't know why. Hey, I'm live. I'll call you back. I'm gonna call. So you know, I for me, it frustrates me that they were one of us. But I don't think that absolves you from the fact that you hurt one of us. There's no reason for me, and you know, on God's green earth. And hey, LaShonda, how you doing, Queen? Y'all,
hey, Shonda.
Make sure you check out the interview that I did with LaShonda on Monday on Kwame Speaks Live. She dropped gems, y'all.
Very good.
She dropped gems, but I digress. I get frustrated, and this is one of the reasons why Kire and I push so much Black excellence and people who do well in the community, like LaShonda, like Antonio that we saw earlier today, like Mona, like Michaud, because oftentimes we are constantly hit in the media with all of this negativity, and look what they're doing to each other, and black on black crime this, and black on black crime this, or whatever, and just all of this negativity, but they never highlight the good stuff that we do. They always talk about Zeus Network, but they never talk about Pyro Media. They never talk about even Fox Soul. You know what I'm saying? They always talk about all of these different and of course, you know, listen, we watch, you know, reality TV too. So I'm not going to sit here and act like it's all, you know, I'm sitting on a high horse. But the shows that I watch don't oftentimes highlight the stuff that's on Zeus. Doesn't highlight the stuff that these people did. Doesn't often, like, it's frustrating. And I know we have to have a conversation about it, but it's really frustrating because this is not the end all be all of our community.
Right.
No.
And that's what frustrates me the most about everything, that this young man lost his life and he didn't have to. I don't know what motivated them to continue to do that. I don't know what pressured them to continue to beat this man brutally. But I saw the video in its entirety from different angles. From different cameras, and there was not one reason that you can give me
No.
that would justify them continuing to do what they did to that man.
No.
So I hope that they throw the book at them. I hope that they are. I would say the same thing if they were white, if they were Hispanic. I don't care. This was done to one of our own, and there's no excuse for it. Period.
That's right.
And I mean, we can only take care of our own. I can't worry about nobody else's nothing other than us. And that in itself, and I speak about this a lot when I say sometimes Black men don't have safe spaces because this had something else behind it from a mental stance of those men.
Yeah.
And that young man, I wish he was here to tell his story because I don't think he just up and ran. He knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
Because when we see each other, we could see each other just walking around, and we see us, and it might be a whole bunch of other races, but when we see us, we, the famous head nod.
Yeah.
How you doing? We gonna speak to us most of the time, no matter what. And in this situation, there's something more deep rooted. I don't know what it is, but I've always felt like there is so much more to this story. And each one of them had a day you deserve, had a life you deserve behind killing this man.
Yeah.
Right. Don't miss your lunch. And if it was in reference to him messing with one of their wives, you need to take, I can't stand that. Take that up with your spouse. Your loyalty, your relationship, that goes to the person you date, not anybody that's on the outside. Because if he was able to sleep with her, mess with her, whatever, that says something about you, not him. That says something about
Lord,
you.
I need a bail. I need a bail for that right there.
Kill me with that. So I mean, like you said, I wish he was here to tell the story. But the thing about it is, like you say, because it's us, because it's in the news, people are going to start talking. And if that's the case, you need to talk to you and your wife. That had nothing to do with him. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have addressed him at all. You should.
It's outrageous. Absolutely
Check your
outrageous. Yeah. Now, real quickly, speaking of Black excellence, I want to make sure that we are highlighting anything that our Pyromaniacs are doing. And I want to shout out Dr. Holt for the shameless plug. I wish you would have told me this earlier. I would have posted this already. I would have made a cool graphic.
Right.
So Dr. Holt is working with his his high school seniors, and they want to share a link. It says commonblackcollegeapp.com, and it's $20 each, and they can apply to any of the 65 HBCUs listed. So I'm assuming that he's raising money for students that can't afford to get onto College Black or to apply for these colleges. So yes, go ahead and reach out to Dr. Hull for more information and check it out. But yes, that was a word love Jones for sure. Absolutely.
HBCU alum, yes.
Right. LaShonda's an HBCU alum. Kyre's an HBCU alum. Yes. Shout out to all that. Oh wait, nope, that's not it. What is it, Cupcake? This is why y'all can't just throw stuff in the thing. Y'all gotta tell me.
Why, man? What's going on, Cupcake?
Help us out, sis. Cupcake is on it. So y'all follow the chat for it. Never understood that. Handle your relationship problems with those you in a relationship with. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next story. I'm gonna skip this one because this is just really. Let me just do it real quickly. So this may look like a normal dog to you, but it's actually a man or a person inside of a suit.
Child, let me exit.
Just weeks after taking his first public walk on all fours, the Japanese man dog, now known around the world as the human collie, thanks to his extreme commitment to cosplay, has granted an exclusive interview to the Washington Post. To the Post, sorry. The very good boy who answers to Toko, achieved internet notoriety after spending a whopping $14,000 on a custom-made collie costume he wears in public to help him realize his dream of becoming an animal, and posted the results on his YouTube.
I'm not.
Safe word, pineapples. I don't like it.
Wonder what Bentley think about this.
If he don't go somewhere and get a job.
Okay. First and foremost, I want to know
$14,000, y'all.
He spent $14,000 on it. He spent $14,000 on a custom-made collie outfit.
Again, pineapples. I don't like it.
I wonder what Bentley think. I wonder what other dogs think. I wonder what he gonna do when the dog mess around and attack him. Like, what made you do that?
I'm sorry. Clarification. Thank you so much, Cupcake. See, this is why y'all tell me before you just put stuff in the thing. It's $20. Your seniors can apply to any of those HBCU schools, not raising money. Okay, got it. So this is that is a website that you guys can go to if you have a senior that wants to apply to HBCU, and it's commonblackcollegeapp.com, and it's $20, and it will go. They can apply to any of the 65 HBCUs.
Okay.
Listed. That's dope. Good information there, Dr. Hall. Thank you. But going back to this crackhead. Is it crack?
Baby, no, that's deep rooted. That's in the DNA.
I'm not spending so much
Something
time.
wrong.
I'm not spending so much time on that. I can't. That's ridiculous to me. And
That's
Kyrie, if you're listening, why the hell did you put this in the sauna?
Yeah, that's in the DNA.
That costume has to be hot. Like, you're just crazy.
And you asked
what convinces a person?
You asked him what would Bentley think. I think he would think this is appropriation. It's disrespectful. We're gonna move on. So, a random couple aboard an Easy Jet flight was caught in the middle of a mid-air romp inside the plane's bathroom by a shocked flight attendant and stunned passengers. Take a look.
All right for high miles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not the Mile High Club.
It's the clutching of the pearls for me.
It's the Mile High Club. Go and get it in.
I mean, y'all couldn't have waited. I don't understand. This is very.
Why interrupt? I mean, that's so selfish. Why would you interrupt? Why would you open the door? Why would you cause a ruckus? Just because you can't get a load, don't mean somebody else can't get a load. If he chooses to take that load, get that load in the air, let him get that load. How are you mad because somebody else getting their load? That's so selfish and self-centered.
So wait a minute. You think it's okay if you had to go to the bathroom on this damn air tube, and you gonna sit there and you going up there and you ready to use the bathroom, and you have to wait until he's done with his 10 minutes and 5 seconds?
One, I told you about answering questions and stuff. I don't do a bunch of answering questions. All I'm saying is that if somebody getting their load, let them get their load. You hold it. Hold it.
Okay.
They're in a small plane. They're not about to be in there too long. But see, all that going back and forth, all that, that's called jealousy. See, that jealousy spirit is loose in the lane. That's jealousy.
That's a really good question.
But did he finish? No, we didn't get to finish. They in there clapping and hollering and can on.
How would he finish? I mean, I've already called.
Well, I mean, but so their mile high club is a little bit better because they also went viral. I don't know.
I think that's low class. I don't think it's low class.
Low class, mid class, high class. I've had my share. I'm not ashamed.
First class.
All I know is this: you can wait. You can wait. They on a plane. It's not gonna be longer than 10 minutes. You can hold it. Hold it. Just hold it. They about to be through. That's all I'm saying.
They were selfish, huh? They were
selfish. And then to cause an uproar about it, oh, that's childish. That's childish.
Well, speaking of uproars and craziness, last night was the VMAs, the 2023 VMAs. Did y'all watch it?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
You don't have to. You know, social media gonna post every little thing that's going on. So I didn't have to.
And so here's the highlights. And it never fails. It never fails because it really wasn't too much for me. And as I suspected, Taylor Swift took home most of the awards. And that's what she does. That's what she does.
Okay.
And you know that being stopped being
she took Michael Jackson's things. She took Beyonce's things. I don't trust the girl.
But I want to know before we get into this. This is how I want to know before we get into this. This is one thing I want to know before we get into this. Why haven't our entertainers come together, put money in, and start our own? Put money back into our own. You know the VMAs, you know the Grammys, you know a whole lot of these things are not going to really be for you. They want you there because it looks good on screen and stuff. But for Taylor, number one, end of the day, I don't care if Michael Jackson was old or new. For Taylor Swift to get anything over Michael Jackson, that says a lot within itself. Period.
Hey, I mean, come on now.
Like that's just, I don't understand why we still go to this stuff. Like why? I wouldn't even go.
And that's it right there. Like we can create our own because we all know the Grammys been set up a long time ago. I'm just gonna have a moment because I just feel like Frankie Beverly and Maze never getting a Grammy was a bit much for me, as much as all they got to do was play the beginning of the song. Mm-hmm. He ain't gotta sing.
Yeah.
We have so many of our entertainers that have never, ever gotten a Grammy.
Yeah.
Why go?
Yeah.
Why go?
And you know, company said, well, we tried the Source Awards. That's true. We tried the Source Awards, but we didn't. I think the Image Awards are getting bigger now because of this backlash with the Grammys, because of the VMAs and stuff like that. So I do see in the past couple of years that the Image Awards have become more popular.
Okay.
But I feel like if we don't focus on stuff like the Image Awards or stuff like the Source Awards or create something new, the Soul Train Awards, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hey guys, Dominic, thank you for joining us at the Image Awards, Soul Train Awards. We need to hold those awards in a higher esteem. Exactly.
That's right.
Yes.
We did it with the Stellar Awards. At one point, everything was all about the Dove Awards, right? With gospel, or excuse me, with the Dove Awards, we got a Dove Award that it's more considered Christian music, but whatever. But the Stellar Awards became the next greatest thing after that, because we started focusing on it. But yes, anywho, these are the dresses or the outfits that were worn on last night. Here's Cardi B. I actually enjoyed her outfit. I thought it was very cute. I thought it was cute. It was giving. Megan Thee Stallion. Also loved her outfit. I thought it was cute. This is very on brand for her. And then it goes down from here. And so I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on here. But okay, girl, that's cute for you.
This is I've won enough. I'm just here because y'all know I'm the queen of it. But hi.
Right.
It's giving very much. I've seen that same dress. Y'all know I like to go to Macy's. I've seen that same dress on Macy's clearance. That's what it's giving, but it's it's her, but it's Macy's clearance.
It's been judged up. And then this is giving. I rolled out of bed, and I just quickly ironed my shirt, and said, "Hey, I'm coming to your event."
This is giving. Why am I not locked up?
Oh my god.
Oh, surviving Diddy.
That's what
and I have no idea what Banana Republic I don't understand what Yabba Dabba Do is happening over here, honey. This is
that man dressed her. That man in a dog costume that want to be a dog. That's who dressed her. Because when I seen, is that a damn bone? What's going on?
One in the Pebbles is really happening here. One in the Pebbles is really happening here.
Sweetie, what are you doing, honey? Your best friend didn't help you. That's my best friend. That's not my best friend. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't understand.
She ain't got no friends because your friend's supposed to be like, girl, no.
And what's happening?
Girl, no.
This is incomplete. This is very incomplete for me. I'm very very disturbed.
You know what that look like? You know how when some get caught in the dryer and it then got twisted up?
Yes.
And they untwisted the bottom and that's what they got. That looked like they got caught in the dryer.
Yeah, it's so far it's been
I'm not mad at Chloe's outfit, but I just feel like she was like she always looks cute. I just didn't think this was like anything above and beyond. And I love Chloe. I love Chloe Bailey. I love Haley Bailey. I love both of them. But I just feel like she's just going to an event.
I don't like it. It's giving very much like she was like behind the scenes on the Alicia Keys "You Don't Know My Name" video, like when it was in a diner. I don't care for it, but an attempt is an attempt.
You don't know my name.
Attempt is an attempt.
Okay, I like your hair. Okay, and I have no idea. I have no idea what you're doing, Demi Lovato. I like Demi Lovato. She's one of the few white girls. I love Demi Lovato. She's one of the few white girls.
But why she got shoulder pads in?
It's extreme shoulder padding. I'm really kind of over this whole wet hair look thing that she does, a slick back and wet hair look.
Yeah.
Thing. It's very olive oil. You do so much more, honey. I love you. I don't like this outfit.
Yeah.
And
or like
this whole
she looked
VMA,
she looked like a 2023 Wednesday from the Addams Family, like a 2023 Wednesday.
It gave Halloween party to me. I mean,
I don't know what's going on with this. I'm a little disappointed.
I don't know. It just gives Halloween party, added clean out. I don't know. An overall chop for me, of course.
VMA winners.
It didn't land.
Okay, so here are the winners. Michael Jackson Vanguard.
Yes, Michaela. She like she mixed with vampire.
You know what? Y'all are a
She
mess.
really, really does. That's the
what are you going through, Debbie, with this outfit? It's giving extreme goth live back.
Yeah, it's
right.
a no.
That Sweetie looks like Pebbles Flintstone.
Right, that's why I say what in the Pebbles is really going on.
In the 1990s Taylor, it's giving dress bar. Y'all are a mess. So Shakira won the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award. S-Class won K-pop of the year. I don't know who S-Class is. Seven, another K-pop group, won song of the summer. Blackpink, I actually enjoy Blackpink. They won a group of the year or best group or whatever. Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift won video of the year. Ice Spice won new artist. Candy Necklace, just so. Anti-Hero won song of the year, which is Taylor Swift. Mind you, no Beyonce. Renaissance didn't get no kudos.
And Beyonce deserved at least something. Every wedding I've been to, every party, all over social media, you've heard nothing but Beyonce. And you mean to tell me Beyonce didn't get nothing?
Nothing.
And Taylor Swift got something. Who's listening to Taylor Swift? It got
I'm not a Swifter. I'm not a Swifter. I can't.
Best choreography went to Blackpink, Pink Rhythm. I can see that. Kyle Hanagami is a great choreographer, so I follow him. He's really, really dope. So I'm not shocked by that. Nicki Minaj won Hip Hop Video of the Year for Super Freaky Girl. And then Global Icon went to Diddy. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's move on. That was the VMAs. Yay.
Wonderful.
Grand job. Beautiful gowns. So sort of. Okay. Moving on. Oprah and the sorry, not Oprah. What is you didn't put the information here, girl. Hold on. Oh yeah. This is what's his name? Oh my god. Kevin Porter Jr., who is the Houston Rockets. Yeah. He is the Houston Rockets. He's a player on the Houston Rockets, and he allegedly fractured his girlfriend's vertebrae in an NYC hotel meeting. He was arrested for this. So let's take a look at what's going on here. Take a look.
Our NBA player Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested at a Manhattan hotel for domestic assault, allegedly. Police say the Houston Rockets guard assaulted his girlfriend at the Millennium Hotel overnight. News 4's Mark Santia live on the east side with what we know about this alleged attack. Mark.
And Natalie, police were called to the hotel this morning around 6:40 for a dispute. Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr. walked out of the 17th precinct to an awaiting police car. Porter Jr. is facing assault and strangulation charges for an alleged attack inside the Millennium Hotel. Multiple law enforcement sources with knowledge of the case say Porter Jr. returned to the hotel this morning. His girlfriend was asleep inside their hotel room. Law enforcement sources say Porter Jr. entered the room. Minutes later, those same sources say his girlfriend was running through the hotel hallway screaming for help. Police arrested Porter Jr. His girlfriend was taken to the hospital with multiple injuries, including bruises on her face. Porter Jr. said nothing as he left the 17th precinct late this afternoon. The Houston Rockets released this statement a short time ago saying, quote, "We are in the process of gathering information surrounding the matter involving Kevin Porter Jr. We have no further comment at this time." An NBA spokesman said, quote, "We are aware of the reports regarding Kevin Porter Jr. The league office is in contact with the Houston Rockets and in the process of gathering more information." Porter Jr. was taken by police downtown in Manhattan Criminal Court, where he's expected to face a judge this evening.
What is the problem with people trying to seek mental health? Like mental health services. I don't understand. I at this point, I think it should be mandatory if you are in any type of job, if you are working, if you whatever. I think it should be mandatory for you to have a mental health evaluation or talk to somebody, or at least be in counseling for whatever, even if you're not in an active crisis. Because I think oftentimes people feel like they have to be in an active crisis in order for them to go see a therapist, or something has to happen for them to see a therapist. And oftentimes therapy is not just for preventative intervention. It's also for prevention. And I think that this is part of the problem, especially, first of all, if you want to start with reparations, give all Black people free mental health services, period. How about that? How about we start there? Since we want to talk about we need to do reparations, let's start with that. Because there's generational trauma that's happening, and I'm constantly seeing Black men beating, hitting, harming, doing something negative to a Black woman, and it's really frustrating.
So I'm first and foremost, I don't want to allegedly say a lot of stuff. However, because allegedly he did this, so they say, how they go. But the one thing that I'm gonna say, he's 23 years old and he makes a whole lot of money. And a lot of times in those situations, when these men are making this level of money, they are very disrespectful to the women that they have. So, because they think that the money constitutes for them to be able to treat them any kind of way. Now, do we know what happened? No. If she was asleep and then you come in and you do all of that, what happened in the midst of that? But I believe that when you have entertainers, sports entertainers, music, rap, all of that stuff, these boys is getting millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they're that young, they need somebody from as you say, the mental stance. They need to seek psychiatric help, because the one thing I've come to learn about these young men with this money, as soon as they get their money, they think they are invincible.
So I agree with that, Mona, and I feel like that's a whole new money situation, and that's what I mean. Like, this is why it's important to have a team, because your team is not just there to do your bidding and to give you, to help you, to assist you and stuff like that. You need to have advisors. You need to have people that you can bounce ideas off of. You need to have people that has been through the stuff. Where I have people who I call who don't work for the company, that are there for my personal and my professional advising and what I call my advisory committee. Because one of the things that people forget is that you are going through life. And pyromaniacs, hear me well when I say this. it is important for you to make sure that you listen to your counsel. That does not mean that you have to follow everything that they say, because ultimately you have to make your own decision based off of the counsel that you have, right? But I listen to my counsel. I take in what they say and I judge based off of what they say, how I need to navigate things. Because oftentimes when you are walking alone and you are going into situations that you're not new in, you then have to deal with experience. And oftentimes and sometimes you have to deal with that. There's only certain spaces that you can learn from experience, right? There's only certain things that you can go through in life where you only learn from experience. However, there's certain things that I did not have to go through because I watched my older brothers go through stuff, or my uncles told me something, or my aunts told me something, or an elder said that, I went through this, Kwame, don't do that. So there was a lot of things that I personally avoided. One of my uncles was in gangs. I completely avoided gangs because of what he told me and his experience through all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking anybody that has been through things. What I'm saying is that when you learn something and you know better, you do better. And so for me, he obviously, and I hear what you're saying, Mona, but I think also when you don't have the tools, because a lot of times, I'm just going to go, and this goes for people who go to church too. You can go to church, you can go to seek therapy, you can go to do all these different things, but then you're not taking in and utilizing those tools to navigate through life. So then you go back into a cycle of the same thing that you're doing over and over again. So he's going to continuously go through these issues with women if he does not get the help that he needs to fix it.
Honestly, I feel
like
first time. I mean, and honestly, like you said, because this story has to be followed because it's developing. You really don't know. I mean, I don't know if he had a bad practice. I don't know if you went in and went through a phone. What I do know is you need to keep your hands to yourself. But I don't think that it has anything to do just with an age perspective, because he's 23, I'm 28. I think it has everything to do with a maturity perspective, because there's people that are way older than me that are not mature, people that are way younger than me that are more mature than I am. I think that he does need some type of mental health, sit down, some information. But I also think at the same time, you need to make sure that you really see, why did you do this? And I would love to hear when she make a statement like, did he go through your phone? Did he lose? Was practice bad? Like, what's going on? And not only that, make sure that when you have advisory boards or committees or a therapist, make sure that you have somebody that is not just a yes man. Because if you have just a yes man in your corner, you have an enabler. And so you have people that really don't see where you're wrong at, and people that are brush this under the rug, because it's not cool for you to put your hands on nobody, especially not no woman. I mean, and then on top of that, you one of us putting your hands on a woman. Also, they would love to eat you up with this. So and I think that we don't focus on that enough. Like, they're looking for a reason to put black men behind bars. There any reason. Come on. So that's why I make sure I don't do a bunch of speeding. I don't let my tags go bad. I don't be acting like a hoodlum out in public. It's just certain things that I do. Not that I can't. It's just certain things that I do because I know they're looking for a reason to put you behind bars. And look here, needs to have that type of sit down. Like Kwame say, you have people that you see and you learn from the experience and say, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because this right here, what the hell made you go in there and go berserk on her? And she in there sleeping, she running through the hotel asking for help. What happened to you? What's going on?
You crack her vertebrae. So there's a level of rage that you were at that don't even make sense, because you could, whatever it was, you could have walked out. And as big as you are, and as tall as you are, and as strong as you are, it would have been easier to just walk out and let it. I don't care what y'all were arguing about. And I ain't a believer of women putting their hands on men either. Everybody keep their hands to themselves, because everybody been raised. So they don't need to be re-raised by nobody. And mentally, and I remember back in the day with a lot of these sports people, they had PR people. They had people that was there. Today, they don't have people that's there. They don't have nobody to help them manage their money. They don't have anything. They're just giving this check and saying, here you go, and we're going to want you to just play ball or whatever. But we don't. All of that comes with a level of responsibility and accountability. And a lot of times, they don't even understand that you just, like you just said, they want a reason. But this one is even a different reason, because they get ready to take millions from you.
And just to top it off, they were going to definitely take millions from him, because they saw him rising up, and they're like, oh, we need a reason to bring him down. But to your point, Mona, I think oftentimes when Kyrie and I talk about, situation, Kyrie does this mostly on TikTok. But when we talk about, protecting Black women, when we talk about, the disparities between Black men and Black women, and that stuff, they often think that we're being either simps or that we're trying to, not acknowledge the fact that, women, Black women, some Black women will act, irate to and to Black men. Nobody's not acknowledging that. But one of the things that I'm talking about when it comes to having a counsel, when it comes to listening to your advisory board and listening to having therapists, is that you start noticing red flags. You cannot get mad at the end result because you've seen the red flags, you've seen the yellow flags already. And so you see the yellow flags, you can't get mad at when those things happen. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept it. It's like, I've already saw this person react to this person the way he is. I've saw this person get mad or yell, or grab this person's arm before, or it's okay, I'm sorry, baby, I won't do it again. Okay, girl. Or you saw the girlfriend go into your phone yelling at you. Why? Who's this? That's my aunt. Oh, well, what were you doing in his phone in the first damn place?
And that's the truth, because this didn't just, let me go in and beat her up.
Right.
And she was asleep. This has had steps and it's had processes. So, and the people around them, a lot of times the people around them ain't gonna say nothing. I mean, that yes man situation, R. Kelly in jail behind a whole bunch of yes people.
Right.
With a whole bunch of yes people, because nobody ever wanted to address it. So this young man may have already had anger issues, but ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Especially in his family, he may have anger issues. If he taking care of them, he giving them money, he taking care of bills for everybody, ain't nobody gonna say nothing anyway.
Right. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot. I can't wait to see what comes out about it. Because I'm like, I don't believe it was just a situation of, happenstance. It's like, no, if she sleep, you walk in there, either you went in her phone, you was already informed of something on your way up, you done planned, like there's no way into crack a vertebrae. Oh yeah, you was knocking the hell out of her, and you crazy. You crazy.
Yeah,
you crazy.
Yeah, because you could have stopped. You could have stopped when you walked up to the girl.
Yeah.
And even if let's just say, devil's advocate. Well, the devil doesn't need an advocate, but let's just say, argument's sake, for the sake of the argument that she amped him up, or she threw something at him, or there are yellow flags that happen prior to any of this happening. So at the end of the day, you could have prevented all this, but you are so caught up in being the man and having the money and all this stuff, whatever, and not dealing with your own generational traumas, that you are allowing yourself to be caught in these situations, and you've given them a reason to stop you from being greater.
Because the NBA now with this situation, and you done got arrested, made the news, and this girl is injured, the NBA gonna deal with you. Your pink slip is coming very soon.
Absolutely. You're done. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the next topic. In here, we got Megan Thee Stallion appeared to have some choice words for Justin Timberlake behind the scenes at the VMAs. Let's take a look, because it's not what you guys think.
Megan Thee Stallion and Justin Timberlake's backstage VMAs meeting, leaving fans speculating.
We really out here doing the damn thing.
Cameras captured the artist run-in, and after Meg appears to be yelling at the singer, it has the internet wondering what exactly went down between the two.
I was like, what did I do?
Turns out, it was all friendly. A source telling ET the meeting was actually a sweet moment.
It came so quickly. I'm just so happy.
Our insider tells us Justin told Megan how happy he was to meet her during the exchange. When the rapper replied, quote, No, this don't count. This don't count. We gotta meet proper.
It's a really big, deep deal to me.
Another source close to the situation tells ET, Meg loves Justin. She was just excited, in total shock over her first time meeting the pop star.
Y'all ready to give out the first award?
Justin was at the VMAs with his NSYNC bandmates, JC Chasez, Lance Bass, Chris Kirkpatrick, and Joey Fatone. reuniting with the group for the first time in 10 years to present the Best Pop Video Award.
20 years ago, we were just kids when we won Best Pop Video for Bye, Bye, Bye. It was our first VMA, and it meant the world to us. Now, we just wanted to say thank you, MTV.
Okay, I don't really care about what what's going on with that. Now, let me explain something. Because Justin, you almost got it. Okay, I almost cut you. I've been looking for a reason to come after you. Okay, after what you did to Janet, I was watching you. Okay, so when I saw this, my immediate reaction was, "Oh, good. I've been waiting to read your snow cricket behind for a while." Okay, but I had to calm down. But I'm watching.
Not snow cricket.
You gonna slip up? Okay, you gonna slip up, and I'm gonna watch. I got you, girl. I'm not watching anything from NSYNC. I don't give a damn. And I used to be a huge
those days long gone.
Long gone.
Right. Okay.
When I know you didn't. I know you didn't mess with my Megan. I was right at the door, ready to smack you up, girl.
Look, and you know what? I think a lot of people. And I think a lot of people, because when I first seen it and I seen this, I'm like, wait.
Right.
Megan, like, little sis. No, what you doing? So I'm glad it wasn't bad, but that was the first thing I thought.
Whew.
Yeah.
And Megan, watch out for him. Watch out for him, Megan, because I don't trust him.
Yeah, you do got to watch out for him.
You want to talk about uncooked, raw meat?
First of all, we not gonna put. Wait a minute, not too much, because I wasn't even messing with uncooked. I done left it alone all day. Y'all are about the same complexion almost.
Don't even go there. No, you don't. No. Now you're not gonna disrespect me, girl. You're not gonna
that's how
light
light
to a white man.
Act. That's how y'all act. Light skinned people. That's how y'all get. That's all I'm saying.
No.
But I'm glad this instance was good. This instant, sunflowers were bright, happy, uplifted. It's perfect. I have no complaints today. It's wonderful.
Tony said, "I'm just." Tony, you. I've been watching you, girl. You always. I'm watching you, Tony, because you always are on the opposite side of rights. Okay. I don't know what.
So let me ask a question: are y'all a Justin Timberlake fan or a Robin Thicke fan?
I'm neither.
Oh wow, I'm a Robin Thicke fan.
I don't dislike Robin Thicke, but I don't listen to Robin Thicke before I listen to Justin Timberlake right now.
Me too. Easy.
Yeah, I would listen to Robin before I would listen to Justin.
You lost me, girl. When you did what you did to Janet, you lost me. And I know Janet in her documentary was like, "Well, y'all, we got Justin is my friend. You guys can let it go." I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting nothing go. You are the Empress. You can forgive him if you want to, girl. I don't trust him. And I'm watching you.
We trying to hold on to ours. We try to hold on to our icons.
Oh. Let me move on. Whew. Now to some happy stuff. Last story of the rundown. Young Love, Issa Rae, and Kid Cudi bring the Hair Love parents to life in a new Max trailer. Kid Cudi and Issa Rae are voicing the iconic parents from Hair Love in the upcoming Max series Young Love. Kid Cudi, listed as Scott Mescudi, plays, forgive me if I mispronounce his name, plays Stephen Love, the father who grabbed viewers' hearts in the Academy Award-winning animated short Hair Love. Ray voices his wife, Angela Young, and Brooke Monroe Conway voices Zuri Young Love, the little girl at the center of the animated short. Other cast members include Loretta Devine. You had me at Loretta Devine. Harry Lynette, Tamar Braxton, okay, Sheryl Lee Ralph, Deborah Wilson, and others. The series focuses on the everyday lives of the young couple, their daughter, and their family as they try to balance everything from parenthood to the stresses of adult life. According to the official description, expanding on the groundbreaking Academy Award-winning short Hair Love from creator Matthew A. Cherry and Sony Pictures Animation, Young Love gives an honest, heartfelt, and comedic glimpse into the lives of African-American millennial parents Stephen Love and Angela Young as they experience the relatable ups and downs of modern life. In remission, following a battle with cancer, Angela struggles to balance her work as a stylist with the demands of parenthood, while Stephen attempts to carve out a career as a musician in an ultra-competitive industry. Along with their fearless daughter Zuri, this tight-knit Chicago family juggles careers, marriage, parenthood, social issues, and multi-generational dynamics while striving to make a life better for their family. I am so excited for this. I saw the short. It was super cute, and I did not know that they were coming out with an actual series on it. So I'm looking forward to watching it. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the trailer because I don't know if YouTube is gonna shut me down, but here it goes.
Hey guys, my name is Steven, and I'm a music producer.
And I am a very talented hairstylist, but most importantly, we're parents and we're a family.
Dad, will you play something already?
Okay, that's all I can play, y'all. I get nervous because they will shut us down. So I don't want to do it.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Cute. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's gonna be a really cute one. All right, y'all. Well, that's the rundown. We're gonna go ahead and close out with I haven't had a power pack in a while. But I saw something last night that gave me some revelations. Okay, so let's power pack. Last night, yesterday, if you guys have been seeing what was going on with the cussing pastor and Apostle, is it Apostle Damian Massey? I think it's an Apostle or Pastor Damian Massey, whatever. You guys know the controversy with him or whatever, and him being, he was exposed. He had his a sex tape leak and all stuff, whatever, and he said that he was struggling with everything, and he had a live yesterday. Well, the cussing pastor had a live because he got an email allegedly from Damian Massey, which we'll get into in a second. But the cussing pastor went off on him, and as the cussing pastor does, he went off. I'm not going to go into detail. Y'all can go to the cussing pastor's. His name is Thaddeus Matthews. You can go to his YouTube and watch the live because he was on there. One of the things that spoke to me. Please take his face off. Jump scare. You're hilarious. Stop it, Cupcake. One of the things that frustrated me about this whole situation is the fact that we are at a point where we are constantly looking at. We're to 2023. Okay, and I really need people that was scary. Love Jones, y'all are a mess. Stop. I'll take them off the screen, okay? Because y'all are just a mess. I think that one of the things that frustrates me about this whole situation is we are in 2023, and I understand that people still have careers. I understand that people still have concerns about coming out, and that's fine. I personally, this is my personal belief. I'm not, knocking anybody for, feeling any other type of way. But I personally believe that coming out is a personal journey. So whether that takes years, whether that takes, seconds, hours, whatever, it is your personal journey to go through that and make the decision to come out. So I don't think that anybody should be forced to come out. I don't think if you feel like you need to consider yourself for safety reasons, for political reasons, for career reasons, that is your personal choice. Okay?
Right.
I am a proud Black gay man, cisgender Black gay man. I have no issue stating that. I have no issue walking in life like that. But I do understand that there are others that do not feel that way or do not feel that they can live in their truth for whatever reason. And that's not my issue. My issue is that when you do come out, or whether by force or not, you then backpedal and make it seem like being gay is a sin. Meanwhile, you have been fracking with men for however God knows how long.
Yeah.
And to use the excuse that you have children, we have many gay men who have had children. We have many gay men. Families look different nowadays. We're in 2023. And so what frustrates me is that you, in your process of trying to cover up and fix and do your whole, scandal thing and your whole Olivia Pope thing, you are knocking people because you think that you're doing an Olivia Pope thing, and it's not working. Because what's happening is if you actually got a real Olivia Pope, you would navigate this a little differently. But in your process of trying to do all of this, you are bashing other people. You are sitting there and making people be calling it a lifestyle, calling it whatever. It is not a lifestyle. I didn't choose to be this way. Okay? I didn't choose to love men. I didn't choose to not have sex with men because that is an act. That is a behavior. But who I love, who you innately love, that is not a choice. That is something that is innately in you. And so for you to sit there and allow and tell people to live the life of Jesus and to love and do all this, but you don't love yourself, that's a little hypocritical to me. That's a lot of hypocritical.
Baby, that's a lot of hypocritical.
And
that's
you don't,
and
a major backlash and a major reasoning behind the fact that why this became such a huge deal, it's because there's a huge hypocrisy and a huge exposure of the Black church. That is why this situation blew up the way it did. Because I'm sure you've had incidents before where it wasn't that deep, where people have kind of speculated, or people, within the community. Believe it, more oftentimes than not, the Black gay community can really out some people if they wanted to. Because y'all walk up in clubs. You go into sex parties and you think we don't know you. We know who you are, girl. But we don't say you're muted. I'm gonna show. Can you hear him, Mona, or is it me?
I can't hear him.
Okay, yeah, you might need to come back out and come back in, Michelle. But my point is, go ahead, Mona. I'm sorry.
And I agree with you, because the one thing that I don't like, you got to live your life the way you choose to live your life. That just speaks to the unhappiness. And when I didn't go too deep into what all happened. I do know I seen the interview talking, and he was speaking about, him talking about people being gay and the lifestyle. But and I say this about the church all the time, the difference between right or wrong is if you get caught. And if you never get caught, nobody ever knows.
Yeah.
But now that you're caught, just walk in your truth of whatever that might be for you. You don't have to put anybody down because you got caught. It is what it is. Instead of putting down anybody, deal with yourself. Because why have you been running around in that fashion? And then to use God and or the Bible and or religion and say, oh, I'm struggling. The first time you might have been struggling, this is a habit now.
Yeah. And it's not even a habit. It's who you are. And my frustration,
okay, there we go.
My frustration is when people use the words, "Oh, I'm struggling with something," or "This is a struggle," like it's some type of entity that's holding on to you. Let me explain something. If you believe in the Bible, as you say, God gave you free will. The devil cannot control you. A demon cannot. Now, do I believe that there are people out in the world that have allowed demons to take over them? Absolutely. I think there's some demonic forces at foot in this world. However, you have to get permission for that to happen. You have to allow that to happen because God will cover you and keep you because he gave you free will. You cannot have that happen if you don't allow it to happen. Sidebar, or aside from all of that, you cannot keep calling something that is naturally in nature and naturally in you a sin or a struggle. We're over it now. If you believe in the Bible, as you say, you shouldn't have this powerful struggle.
Well, let me say this. Let's give some. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. Perfect. Let's give some insight. So people that are in Atlanta, surrounding areas know, number one, this person is not down low. This person got caught and they needed to cry because there was only saving grace. This person has had numerous boyfriends from the place of here all the way up into my hometown back in North Carolina. You just got caught. Everyone knows you gay. You had an affirming ministry here and you have one there. So this isn't a situation like, oh, he's down low. No, nothing about him is down low. What it is you've been exposed. But the thing is, I tell people all the time, I find it funny how people that are same gender level or openly gay find time to mimic or mock or make fun of those that are more effeminate or probably more out about what they are than their counterpart, other than the other individuals such as himself. And then when this comes out, you're ready to cry. There's nothing about him that's down low. Anyone that knows him know this is who he truly is. You just wasn't expecting a video to get out. And you can, quote scripture, you can mimic struggle, you can say whatever you want to say. There's no struggle. Everyone that is on this side of the country knows you and knows you very well. So there's no struggle, and that's just some insight. This is just a person that you've got caught and you don't know how to actually deal with it. I seen somebody in the comments say it earlier, your chickens have come home to roost. That is true. I think that these individuals, it's not a matter of your struggle. This is a matter of you hate the fact that you got caught. So because you got caught, you just wanted to cry. Now you have individuals like me that if somebody posts a video of me, all I'm gonna do is say my books are open. I'm accepting bookings. I'm not about to sit here and try to act like, oh my gosh, I'm struggling. There's no struggle. You have an affirming, same gender loving ministry here. There's no struggle with you. You just got caught. Don't cry.
It's very
you
strange.
Just got caught.
It's very strange. And furthermore, for you to make and this is what pissed me off last night when I was watching it, because first of all, he's not stupid. Okay? No, neither him nor the cussing pastor are dumb. And what I was noticing is that the cussing pastor was sitting there baiting him into a conversation, because at that point, first of all, I don't believe he sent the email. I really don't. This is just me. It just doesn't make any sense. The way things transpired, when you guys watch everything, you'll see, how the cussing pastor got involved, because allegedly he sent an email to him cussing him out and calling him out or whatever. I think it was somebody else. I think it's somebody from his team personally, but that's here nor there. Okay, I don't think he liked the cussing pastor personally, but he was trying to show face because he's like, oh, and Cocktail took a shout out to her and her channel. She said something a couple of days ago. But she said that he is an attention seeker, Apostle Massey. And so I didn't really think about it because I don't follow him. Okay, and y'all know I don't follow the this is not a black church bashing channel. We don't do that here. So
nobody follows him. People that know him know not to follow him. There's nothing to follow. So it's really not. He's not one of them people. Like, we're not talking about like a T.D. Jakes or a Noel Jones. We're talking about a little chitlin circuit ass preacher that has went around trying to prosper and can't. Because you're pathetic, and that's just the reality. It's really no tea. It's just if you're a person that cannot prosper anywhere you go, it is not the place you're in. It has to be your person. It has to be you.
Wow.
And he's just that person that you can spill. And the thing is, when you have seen a person like him expose and belittle and talk down on individuals, this video, I don't feel bad about it at all. I've been in a service with him in Shelby, North Carolina, and he was trying to raise money, and he got disrespectful with people in the audience because they were not giving fast enough for him. So when we fast forward from 2016 all the way to 2023, no, I don't feel bad about this at all. This you deserve. People have to understand your life is based off reciprocity. What the fuck you sow? I don't feel bad at all. Mm-hmm. This is you, and you want to cry because you've been caught. I don't feel bad at all. I sure don't. And I'm not sending you no fucking Kleenex. I sure am not. I don't feel bad at all.
Won't.
Oh. If you gay, why are you crying? Because you got caught on video. Dummy, you seen that phone right there when you were doing it, idiot. Why do we cry about videos that we see they're being made? You see this video being made of you. That you were literally right behind him and the camera was right there. No, I'm not crying or patting your back. There's no sympathy from Michelle.
I'm ready for my close-up. I'm ready for my close-up.
Literally, it's right there in your face. You have to see that camera.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Vivian.
And work on your stroke if you're going to be on camera.
Michaela says, I agree this whole situation, but this passage is doing for the count. Passage doing for the count. So I just okay. I mean, this is cupcake. I for me personally,
just work on your stroke if you're gonna be on camera. That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
Just work on your stroke a little better.
All right, that's gonna do it for us today.
That's all.
I want to thank Mona and Michelle for jumping in on today. I appreciate both of you for all that you do and being a part of this, and thank you for just rocking out. I appreciate you guys so much. Today was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit them fire signs up or fire emblems up in the comments or orange hearts. Throw them out there for us, and don't forget to hit that Cash App if you can on Kwame C86. Michelle, what's your Cash App?
Send my Cash App to Kwame because he wants to be so disrespectful about nuts. I hope he go buy some today. So everybody send my Cash App. Put from Michelle and send it to Kwame. That's what I want you to do for me. Since he want to be cute about nuts.
We all love nuts. Everybody out here understand panel loves nuts. Ramona, what is your Cash App?
Oh Lord, Ramona L. Atkins.
Yes, Ramona L. Atkins. You can also go to RamonaAtkins.net for all things Ramona and check out Succulent Eyes. I have a pair. I need to actually order another one. I saw another one that I really liked that I wanted to get. So yeah,
yes.
Support Black-owned businesses. And also Michelle is coming out with his Moments with Michelle t-shirts. Can't wait for that. I'm gonna order one myself. Also, guys,
well, it's actually the site will have a whole lot of different stuff on it. It'll be like different things like journals and tumblers and stuff.
Oh, yes.
So it just won't be shirts. You'll probably get like a few shirts. The bulk of the shirts that I have are for me to wear. So you won't get all of that. But of course, Moments with Michelle, it is not merch based. It's none of that. It's for you to enjoy and do the work. Actually, I like the fact that you played the video you played in the beginning because I had some work to do myself. I mean, you can't encourage others to apologize and you not apologize. You know, being mature and accountable for yourself. So I'm glad you played that in the beginning because I had to take my own advice and give some apologies and forgive some people.
Amen.
Okay, so then I need your website.
You do. It is not up. So what you can do is you can message me directly and I'll make sure I send it to you.
Yes.
So I'm going to inbox you right now. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
All right, y'all. And don't forget, you guys can go ahead and donate to Bullet and Flight Radio. They are a 501c3, so that means what you put in, you'll get back. Praise God. You can hit them up on Cash App at Bullet and Flight Radio, and also on Bullet and Flight Radio on Cash App or PayPal, paypal.me/Bullet and Flight Pros. Shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world. And also, if you are not getting text messages from Pyro Media directly on notifications when we go live when we upload, text Blaze to 833-793-2423. Again, that's 833-793-2423. Praise God. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, you could be watching anything and you decided to watch us for 2 damn hours when we love you for it.
Right.
So much for staying with us and chatting with us. We love you, Michaud. I'll see you next week. Mona, I will see you the week after. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for all that you do, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, remember,
love you guys.
Love you too, sis. Remember, it's a great day. So create one. Peace.
Bye.